my favorite people. Carol, you're first. So these are some of the best favorite comedy people. I love bringing them up here. And this lady is such a juggernaut in LA comedy scene. She books like 7 different shows.
Wow.
She's always working. She started during the pandemic and she just kept going. And we love her. She has given so much stage time with so many people. And now I can get back to her. I'm so happy. It's Carol Newell! Come on, give it up, give it up, give it up!
Everybody loves Wendy.
Everyone knows it's Wendy.
Yeah.
We love her too. I put her on every show that I've ever had, every new spot. The first person I ask is Wendy, so I love her. So I'm Carol Newell. I'm the world's best laugh. That's how I got into comedy, you guys. I was going to so many shows. Comics would come up to me afterwards and go, "You have to come to every show. You're the best laugh ever." So I did. I started going to all the shows, and then this is not the comedy part, but just so you know, this is how I got into comedy, was going to shows. So it might happen for you someday. Yeah, so I'm a white sheep in a black sheep family. Yeah, I know that doesn't sound terrible, but imagine if you're 16 and the only way to rebel against your family is not drink, not do drugs, and be responsible. That's what I had to do. That sucked for me. I did, though, the silver lining. I got my license at 15 and a half because my grandmother needed a designated driver. So, lucky me. I got to drive her around to the bar all weekend, every weekend. I was Uber before there was Uber. That's right. I was the originator. Yeah, she was awesome, my grandma. She was drunk, but she was good. I just take her home Saturday night and then pour her onto the couch where she passed out and then steal the car and go cruising down in the beach area. So that's what I was doing. But I was sober doing it, so that's all that's important. I had to block my sister last year. I'm not usually a blocker. I don't block people. I'm not a blocker. I'm not cock or otherwise. Not so much of a blocker. But I did. She's the first person I ever had to block because she wouldn't stop calling me and telling me bullshit like, California is going to fall off into the ocean. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not happening. Except in Palos Verdes, that is actually happening. Recently, falling off into the ocean. Then she called me to tell me that the feds opened her time capsule from 1974. Like, what? And she's like, yeah, my time capsule with all my recordings of Uncle Joey and El Chapo. I was like, that's not. Have you been watching the TV again? No, like, that's not happening. No, And I was like, come on, first of all, Uncle Joey didn't speak Spanish, first of all. And second of all, they weren't building a tunnel between El Cajon and Tijuana. That's 31 miles. That's not happening. So, and then I called my mom to find out what's up with my stupid sister, and she tells me, oh, you know that guy that I met on Facebook? Yeah, did you guys know Facebook's a dating site now? Yeah, evidently. That's what's going on. She drove all the way from Arizona to San Bernardino to pick up this guy so he could work on her house. And then took him back to Arizona, introduced them all around town to the church people and my sister, and like 2 weeks later they got in a spat. They got in a little fight, and then he took off into the desert and hightailed it for my sister's house. And she's like, oh yeah, come on in, and starts telling him about how my mom's previous 6 husbands, that she killed them. She didn't kill all of them, come on. So she, starts telling all these stories about my mom. And then she called up her caregiver and said, hey, take tomorrow off. And then the next day she was like, hey, do you want to help give me a shower? And he's like, sure, I guess. And then he did, and then she seduced him in the shower. Not delightful. And then her 16-year-old son walked in on them in the shower, and he's scarred for life, poor thing. I found out all of that, and so I called up my sister and I was like, what is your deal with sleeping with mom's boyfriend? And she's like, well, he was my boyfriend first. And I was like, that's not true. You didn't know him before Mom brought him over there. And she's like, yes, but after we slept together, then I suddenly remembered that I knew him when I was a teenager, and we had slept together then. And I was like, you did not. No. I was like, well, you know what? Let's just say for argument's sake that that's true. Before sleeping with him, what is the one thing you knew about this guy? That's right, he was Mom's boyfriend, and you're disgusting. And she's like, but he was my boyfriend. I was like, I'm not having this conversation. Then I blocked her, you guys, I blocked her. I was like, I'm done having this conversation, so I blocked her, and she's been unblocked ever since. Yeah! Woo! She had moved to Iowa recently. She sold her house for $10,000. Bought an RV, and then she was gonna travel the world and drove to Iowa to live with her daughter, and she's been on meth. So her life is really messed up now, you guys. So yeah, that's kind of my terrible sister. I live here in the Southern California area in Los Angeles. I live with my other sister, the less worse sister. Yeah, that's right. The less worse one. That's how you know your family's fucked up. Is when you have to describe one of them as the less worse one. That's the one I live with. She's my younger sister, and we live together in my house of, I call it the house of estrogen, where every living thing is a woman, the dogs, the cats, my roommate, my sister, all women living together under one roof. None of the periods are synced up, so it's just all bitches all the time. My house, all bitches all the time. So yeah, it's been crazy. Did you guys have a good pandy? I call it the pandy, the pandemic. Yeah, I call it the pandy because it's cute. I had a great pandy. I didn't stay home. I didn't quarantine. I am an essential worker. So I was just going to work every day and then doing comedy in the streets. That's how I met. Well, I actually knew Wendy from before that, but that's how we really became acquainted. Was we were just doing street comedy in the parks and the parking lots of Los Angeles, you guys. When there were no bars and no clubs, we were just out there just making the homeless laugh. So, I was at work, and I know I look like a third grade teacher. I do, I know that. But inside, you guys, I am Suge Knight. I am. So I've been listening to the gangster rap since before there was gangster rap. I remember when it was shiny and new. Like cruising down the street in my 6'4", jacking the bitches, slapping the hoes, went to the hood to get the scoop, knuckleheads out there cold shooting some hoops. So I've been listening to gangster. Thank you. So I was at work one day listening to the gangster rap, and my coworker comes by and he's like, Carol, how can you be so black and white at the same time? And I was like, well, I'm an enigma. And he goes, you can't say that at work. That's racist. And I was like, no, I said enigma. Not enigma. Yeah, I know. I was married during the pandy. I was married to this terrible guy that I've been married to for 22 years before that. 22 years is a long time, I know. Like 20 years is a life sentence, and it certainly was one for him because he's dead now. He passed away in 2020. He did, not from the COVID though. Here's the thing, we were not on good terms. Like, we were separated in 2020 because I was tired of his mistress. She was Russian, her name was Smirnoff. You guys might have met her before. He loved that bitch. He was in love with her, yes, and she killed him. She did. Not me. I wanted to. I was excited about the COVID. I was like, this will be perfect. I'll get the COVID, and then I'll go home and spit in his vodka, and then he'll be out of here. She got to him before I could. So, yeah, it's been working out for me great. I got the free divorce. Yep, I did. I got the free divorce. I got a free divorce. I got the house, the car, and all the bills. But it's been great. Yeah, he was terrible. I had told him 10 years previous to that, look, if you don't get a job and quit drinking, you're never going to touch this again. I was right, you guys. I was 100% right. He went to his deathbed, never getting in bed with me. That's how that worked out for him. Good news though, silver lining, he is completely sober now. You guys can finally quit drinking for your sober. I know. I picked up his ashes 2 weeks after he passed away, and I didn't know what to do with him. So I just put him in my car and drove him around all over Los Angeles to the parks and the parking lots and did comedy with him in the car. He finally got to see me do comedy, you guys.
Wow.
Yeah. He said it was hilarious. Good news though, I did get to use the carpool lane, so that was fun. Yeah, and then I took him to the beach, and I gave him something he'd been begging for years. A blowjob. Yeah, I did. I sprinkled a little at the beach, and then I drove him out to the desert, and now he's buried in the desert where it's nice and hot. Just like I like to imagine where he is. Super hot. Yeah, so he was terrible, honestly. So I am back on the dating scene after a very long vacation, a long time since the last time I dated before him. So long ago, it was pagers and payphones. You guys remember those? Pagers and payphones? Some of you do, some of you don't. You definitely do. And now, it's a plethora of penises, right, ladies? It is a smorgasbord of schlong, a surplus of sausages, a wealth of wang, a deluge of dong, a charcuterie of chode. It's a lot of dick pics, that's what it is. I see that like in more ways than one. So yeah, it's been crazy. I've been dating a lot these last few years, and I discovered I prefer the black man. That's what I do now. I just date exclusively black. I've dated so much black dick that if you were black by injection, I would be Wesley Snipes black.
Yeah!
That's a lot. Yeah. I did get my DNA test done. Have you got your DNA test done? It's a white girl requirement. It is in the handbook. If you don't, you will get a demerit, and nobody wants that, so get on that. I found out I'm not American Indian, turns out, you guys. I'm just all the white countries. That's me. I am super white on the outside. But I did also discover that I have the white guilt. I feel terrible about what my ancestors probably did, but now that I date exclusively black, I feel like I'm giving reparations, just one black man at a time. All right, you guys, that is all my
Oh, we're spirit sisters in comedy and cock. Spirit sisters in comedy and cock. Carol, we're spirit sisters in comedy